Welcome to the Powerful Introvert Podcast. I'm Greg Weinger. I'm here today with Jen Ah. She is an image consultant and a former design director with roots in the beauty, fashion, and tech industries. She spent 7 years living in Korea and started a career at Macy's Corporate, working her way up through web design and creative leadership. Today, she helps high achieving entrepreneurs and founders show up with confidence, credibility, and style without needing to be the loudest in the room. If that's ringing any bells for you, my listeners, yeah, she's right on point here. Many of her clients are introverts. While she does help with outer transformations, think of the Pygmalion or Pretty Woman or Clueless transformations, depending on your cultural reference. What I really find fascinating about her work is how the outer impacts and improves the inner resources, what's going on between the ears. So I'm excited to get into it. Welcome to the podcast, Jen.
Thanks for having me today.
Yeah. Well, let's start out with your journey. We were just discussing how we people who are in passion or mission driven businesses often start out with trying to do work to help ourselves, and then we take what we learn out into the world. So, would you mind sharing your story?
Absolutely. So I was born in Korea and then I moved to New York when I was 14 and I didn't speak English. So my whole thing is about okay, how I can communicate in the environment where I did not understand people are talking to me or they speak the language. But the whole thing is about presenting myself. So have my look actually do the talking for me. And then when I learned that how powerful can be, that I start helping others because they are actually start asking me that, hey, can you help me with the how I look or the shopping? And then eventually it was a very natural step for me to tapping into image consulting while I was still working full time as a web designer for this fashion brand. And then from there, I started helping more professionals and executives. And what I learned about looking the part, it actually transformed how you see yourself from outside in. So when you work with my clients, I will all start from your appearance. When you see yourself in a mirror that you're looking good, I really don't have to say much because you already know that how great you look and it really boosts your confidence. So that's where I'm focusing now that really how your look speaks for you. So you don't have to do so much talking because your look already tell people how incredible you are, how capable you are, and then why they need to put the trust in you because you are the one that they really want to be part of your journey.
Got it. So you started out kind of new in America, didn't have the full command of the English, and kind of a scary, intimidating kind of environment. What age were you when you started to realize, oh, if I can present myself a certain way, then it's having this kind of effect?
The moment actually hit me really hard when I was working in Macy's. My
Hmm.
boss literally told me that one meeting we had this huge project and then I was in charge of the project and she just simply saying, "Do you like your dress?" And then at the moment I really didn't realize how powerful that phrase was. "Do you like your dress?" She already had a confidence in me because I always show up looking great and I was very confident about how I present myself. So my demeanor and how I present myself already put the trust in her that I could do this. I could handle the bigger project. And then also people come to me for advice how they can actually look better. So I could give them the advice and instant insight that small tweaks can make people look better and feel better about themselves. And then that's how they actually step into their next level. That small tweak. So, do you like your dress? It was it a really profound alignment for me that wow, this is really powerful. It's another validation that I already knew, but then from my boss point of view, She already saw in me that I could do this because I was dressing the part.
And this was in the fashion industry. I think it always carries weight, but you're explicitly in the fashion industry, and to get a compliment like that, that clearly had even more significance there.
Absolutely. Because you probably see in the beauty and fashion, the marketing people are the best dressers. If you think
Yeah.
they know that how they present themselves, you will actually impact their performance. Because the people naturally attract to people that are looking good. When you look good, you feel good about yourself. So you're standing taller. Your voice has more the weight. And then you really show up as your authority in that field.
You had style, you knew how to dress, and you must have had a certain self-confidence about that. Did you feel confident at that point?
It was way before then because when I figured that out, how I can present myself better. And then when I was even in high school, people already approaching me to help them to dress better. I even dye their hair myself because we're in school. So I learned that it's not just your wardrobe; it has to be head to toe transformation. It's not just one part that you dress well, but your grooming is off, or that you wearing wrong shoes, or your belt is red and then it doesn't really match with your whole look. All the details actually matters. That detail bring the best style for you. So I was doing that all the like hands-on work while I was very young. And then I saw that as I tapping into really climbed up my ladder. And then people come to me asking for my advice for their career, their relationships, and then their next adventure. And then that's the first thing they want to improve. What I found very interesting is that people thinking that look is very superficial. Most people thinking that doesn't have a much weight in their success. But if you're thinking about it, if you have important meetings or first dates or you have a special occasion, the first thing you're thinking about what I'm going to wear. Even though you're thinking that the look doesn't matter so much, but that's the first thing that people thinking about when they have important things to do.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up because that's something that I've struggled with in the past, almost a love-hate relationship, because there is a part of me that feels that, oh, this is superficial, this shouldn't matter. And we all, of course, know that it does matter. First impressions matter. And I think where I've come to is that the outer is a reflection of your inner state. And if you're intentional about how do you want to present yourself to the world or how do you want to come across, then it does matter. And maybe the inner state is more important or primary, but the outer reflection is important also. How do you feel about those things?
Of course, the inner state is very important. The inner beauty is the major part of it. The thing is that we cannot x-ray people or we are not psychic. Most of us are not psychic. We cannot read people's mind, what they're thinking or what they want to do with themselves. Let's thinking about like a book cover. We often hear that a lot. Do not judge the book by its cover.
Mhm.
But we do all the time. If we don't like the cover, we don't even grab the book, start reading what actually book is about. So that book cover actually attracts the people, have an opportunity to tell people what that book is really about. So that's the image is about, like your look, how you present yourself, giving you the opportunity to show who you are. If you don't have that cover, figure that out, how you show up, don't get that opportunity. Let people know who you really are and what you can do actually, what you're capable, and what is your potential. In business, we talk about like a lead magnet, there's opportunity in the marketing strategy. So if you're thinking about it, your look is actually strategy. Looking good, it's not accident. It's all by design. So you need to know what kind of message you want to put out there, what works for you, and then what's your end goal by looking the best. It's a whole strategy. And then once you get that clarity, then you can get to work to make that happen. So the first thing you actually need to accept is that look is not superficial. Your look is actually going to attract the opportunities for you without pitching or putting yourself out there by force so that you don't have to make the awkward conversation or the trying too hard, or you can actually be in a circle where you want to be, or step up to the next level, executive, C level. How? Actually, your look is the first place that you need to thinking about. Accepting that the reality is that we judge each other all the time. So just be ready, be happy to be judged, be the book that people want to grab and then read what this book is about.
I want to come back to that, be happy to be judged in a second here, because I love that. But what you're describing here is something that is actually, it's kind of good news for introverts because you're not necessarily comfortable just putting yourself out there. It can often, for a lot of introverts, be a hesitation and just approaching people. In a way, your look is a way to ease those conversations and to actually bridge those gaps so you don't have to do it all verbally or with your personality. Someone might come up to you and say, "Oh, I love your dress," or "Your glasses are so cool. Where'd you get those?" Those kinds of things. And they're also already telling people a little bit about your personality. So maybe that's a little bit of the hook here too, because I think there's also this idea that that means I need to be something that I'm not. But style can be very authentic. It can be an expression of your personality. How do you help your clients figure out what is authentic style?
That's actually a great question. Looking good is not about being somebody else. You have to feel comfortable in your skin. So the first thing that we actually talk about is what they like to do. Really get to know my client in personal level because your look must reflect the who you are, your personality, the authenticity is the key here. You don't want to feel like you are imposter or that you don't feel like you're copying somebody that you are not. So that your look is actually based on your personality and your goal. So once we figure that out, then we building the signature look, meaning that when people see something like you mentioned about like eyeglasses or the blazer, and it will trigger people's memory that, oh, this one looks like a Greg. This one, Greg might like it. So that it's very powerful that when you have a signature look, that will have people remember you. It's constantly doing the pitching for you, even though you are not there, because it's really great that people remember you. How many people actually out there and then you are the one of them that they constantly like remember by seeing something reminding them. So one of the example that my client, he's a tech entrepreneur. He went to this event and he was just standing there. He just, standing by the entrance. He's one of the introvert that we see often in tech world. So he was just standing there, but these two guys came to him saying, "Oh, you work in the fashion?" And he like, "No, I'm not. I have this company that doing this tech." And then like, "Oh yeah, but I really like your blazer. So where'd you get it? I thought you were from fashion." So they talked to these two guys came out, this is a man complimenting his blazer. And then they ask about, "Oh, you do." So he got this, he just standing there, but this guy came and then also you have the tech company, tell us some more about it. So you really act like an icebreaker, even though he didn't even try. So that's the kind of opportunity you actually want to get it. First of all, you look going to be reminder of people constantly because we surrounded by visual, they will see an item, literally an item, eyeglasses or a blazer or the tie or a bag. And then it will trigger people's memory about you. And then that's just really powerful. And then when you just still walking around or be in an event without you saying anything, people will notice you. The first of all, because you feel confident. My client probably he just standing at the entrance looking amazing. And then he knew that he just looks very good. And then that makes him standing taller. And then that attract the people. People attracted to confident people. Confidence actually very contagious. People can feel it. People can feel that who are confident, who feel great about themselves because people really get attracted towards to the positivity, the confidence, that optimistic. People want that. That's what I did. The hope is very important about the what we do. That's what whole religion is about. You get a hope when you go to church. But then when you look good, you become your own hope and then you become the own magnet, attract the people who resonate to your energy. So that signature look actually going to be constantly working for you, speaking for you, pitching for you. So you don't have to do so much work. You just need to show up nice, then make that impression consistently. Because the consistency, I always tell people that consistency with intention, it builds a trust. If you show up great once, then they're like, okay, maybe he has this special occasion needs to go to like a wedding. But if you show up consistently looking great, it becomes your point, your signature. And then people trust, oh, that's what it's like doing like your dress because you show up consistently with the intention of looking great.
There's a lot of good stuff in what you were just saying. I'm thinking about iconic looks. You have Steve Jobs, you got your turtlenecks, or
Exactly.
Buddy Holly, you just think of the glasses, things like that. So, and
Even
letting
the hair.
those, oh yeah, and the hair. Yeah.
Hmm.
So it's the book cover and it's iconic. So it creates a very specific look and a style and helps you be remembered. And so this is a great tool if you are trying to be noticed or get your message out or come across more. You're talking about confidence now, and it does help. I mean, without doubt, it helps if you're going out to an event where you put on something, you're like, yeah, you look good. That's a boost of confidence. But often, there's more to it because we have lots of thoughts. So this is only part of what you do. You're also helping people with mindset and you're helping them with speaking. Tell me more about how you help people out with mindset.
So you start from the outside. Once you look good, that it boosts your confidence. That it really opens up your mind that anything is possible. Because you start seeing that you is actually attractive all that you didn't actually thinking about. My very first client, he was actually nurse for decades. Then he wanted to a manager. It's a big hospital, so that there's a dozen of nurses that he'll be managing. But then the challenge he was facing the day one, if you're a manager, you don't wear scrub anymore. But you are not a nurse in a state, you're actually managing them. So he has to find a way that dress like a manager because he just wore scrub for like decades. So he put anything that he could find in his closet and then he went back to work the next day and then the director put him in his office literally. And then he told him that you need to dress better. You don't look like a manager. You just need to dress better. So he talked to his friend, which is also my friend. So I got to know him that was the challenge he was facing. So I looked at his wardrobe. He needed some new wardrobe. So we went shopping right after. So we got a couple pants and a trousers and the shoes. He went back to work the next day. And then everyone complimented him that how great he looked. So it boosted the confidence. Now he actually owned his own healthcare company. That one step that he changed that how he looks and it boosted the confidence actually bringing him up to the next level that he didn't even know that he was able to. So now he's the CEO of this healthcare company and he is a successful entrepreneur. So the whole mindset is actually start from how you look. Once you believe in yourself, that confidence actually is starting believing in yourself that anything is possible. So this is something that you actually feel that yourself. This is not that I would tell people that now you look good, now you feel confidence, and now that you're going to have a different mindset. Actually not. You actually change the inside of yourself. because then now you see yourself in the mirror, how great you look, and then you feel more positive. You feel more optimistic. You feel more that you can do anything. So that should actually changes you happening inside once you feel great outside.
There's really a lot of science where if you are in your body, you're taking on the position of confidence, and then it actually, physiologically changes what's happening on the inside. There's power poses, which, give you this feeling of
Mhm.
confidence. It's ancient wisdom. Buddhists have taught keep your mouth in a smile. And that's changing your chemistry and putting you in a more positive frame of mind. So there's deep wisdom in this, the exterior changing the interior. Are you also coaching people? How much are you giving people pep talks, really?
It's as they need it. So I'm here to really like listen what they need and then guiding them so they can really reach to their next level, their potential. Because I believe anything is possible. And then that energy that I also give it to them. So the funny thing is that like my clients that come to me that like I need that energy from you. I need to hear that. So like then I literally tell him that or tell all my clients that this is what you need and you're doing great. And then so they can really hear that. It's a really important thing about seeing and hearing yourself. So anything actually can happen inside. But then the thing is that it's not easy to see it if it's only happening in your head or only happening on the inside. So that's what it is, seeing it, actually hearing it, something that you can point to it. It's very important. So I'm more like a soundboard for them, making sure that they are going to the right direction, make sure that they actually do better so that they can really feel that I'm a wonderful person that validating they are doing great work. We all need to hear that all the time. So one of the things that I tell my clients that have a mirror on their desk and then have a mirror in the full size mirror in their house. Because self awareness is very important. So when they have a call with someone, I ask them that to looking themselves in a mirror, making sure that because even though people don't see it over the phone, they can feel it. If you're smiling, they feel it in your voice.
Mhm.
If you're frowning, they feel their frustration. So I ask my clients to look yourself in the mirror, pretending that you're actually like talking to video, not over the phone, so that you're aware that what kind of facial expression you have. Or just and you are not on the phone or you're alone. Just take a peek at when you have a stressful moment, what kind of expression that you have so you're aware that. Because what you see in a mirror, that's what people see you. So more aware of what kind of face expression you make when you do it, then you can actually control how you present yourself. It's not just the wardrobe, it's the, again, detail matters. So if you have a better face expression, you know that what kind of face expression you make in a certain point during the meeting, then you can control it. So it's another advice I give to your audience is that get a mirror on your desk, aware of yourself. The more you know about yourself, you have a better control and then you can be more intense.
That's really good advice. I think for those of us who, since COVID, have spent maybe 6 or 8 hours a day on Zoom meetings, yeah, don't hide the self view. And, I happen to use Google Meets a lot where there's no option to hide the self view. So that was a really interesting training that I went through. And I think a lot of us have gone through of, oh, I have to get used to this face of mine and just how it really does give you that awareness and see it.
Absolutely, absolutely. So more aware about yourself, you have more control. I even see, I check myself when I eat alone. So I could see that what kind of face I'm making when I eat alone because then I would know that when I have a dinner with important people or even my friends, then I'll be more aware that what kind of face I'm making. Do I actually talk when I'm eating? Or how fast I eat? Or how slow I eat? So anything that you learn about yourself, and then that's reflecting when you actually be in the environment. So once you get used to it, it becomes like a breathing. You don't have to think so much. You just do it. That's just how you want to become. It becomes a part of your day, so you don't have to think so much about looking the part, feeling great, because it's already part of your life.
And it strikes me this could be even a mindfulness exercise because you have to be more mindful to have that moment to moment awareness of how you look and how you're coming across.
Absolutely, because what you see in a mirror, that's what people see in your street.
Absolutely. A lot of questions for you. I'm wondering if we can do some more practical advice. I mean, you obviously have this style talent, and I know other people like that. I'm married to one of them who just have always had that, and it is a gift. But I don't have that, and maybe I'm not going to be the CEO, and I not be able to afford that help. What are some things that I could do to go down this path?
Keep it simple. So it more actually when you try to do so much, actually it complicates it. So you really drill down to less is more. Simple is the faster way to do it. So for most of people, they only wear 20% of a wardrobe in 80% of the time. So the best thing to do is that remove that doesn't need from your closet. If you don't see it, you don't wear it. So the way you're doing it, remove the things that you don't need. So you streamline your look. So you simplify the options. More options you have, you hesitate more to make the decisions. So less decision is better. The decision fatigue is real, actually. We make the decision all the time. And there's just so much decision you want to make. So removing what to wear every day and you look great, you actually start your day stress free. So if you want to start your day stress free, simple, simplify your wardrobe. Like today, when you take a look at your closet, remove this stuff. Anything that doesn't fit you, anything that had a or anything you was like overly worn, and then anything that it's too old. We have these sentimental pieces that we are thinking that I will wear it later. No, you will not. So that needs to go away. Then anything that you wear so many times because you like those items, but then you will be probably trying to replenish this. So we have those items. Anything doesn't fit that you haven't worn for a while, that anything you wear too much, replenish it. And then anything had a sentimental pieces, we all have that. If you cannot remove it, put it in the very bottom drawer so that you don't wear it, but you still keep it. So move these. You will actually really help you to see that clearly. What is actually those 20% in your wardrobe you wear it 80% of the time. Then those 20% you want to double down on it. If those are the right wardrobe, then those are the ones that you want to keep it. One other mistake that people make is that okay, I look good on this, but what if I do this? So they of course they go away from it's actually working for them. We all have this. Okay, what if we do this? What if we do that? You do that when you're in high school. But we are forgiven when we are doing that when we are young. But if you are in this corporate and you are in executive and you are in this position, what you actually want is to really drill down the things that are working for you. Get the system and stay in the course. So you know that you are actually looking the best all the time. Then when you stick to it, it becomes your signature look. It becomes the trigger that people remember you. So that's how you want to start. Remove the things that you don't need. Simplify your wardrobe that 20%, double down on it, and then always keeping fresh. Because when we like something, we wear often and we don't realize that how weird out those pieces are. And you
Yeah.
want to,
Yeah, they wear out, right? They start to fade a little bit or you get a little dated. But what it sounds
yes,
like, this is something anyone can do. There's all the pieces that you're
absolutely.
not wearing regularly. Just really narrow it down to the things that are. And we all probably have a sense of what's working for us or what's not because we do get compliments or we feel more comfortable. We like the way we look in that sort of thing. It sounds like your process is a refinement down to that signature look where you're most comfortable and where you're going to feel most confident.
Absolutely. Once you have that wardrobe, the core, then you could add something more personal touch, like eyeglasses or pattern socks. Something that you will add an accent to your wardrobe that becomes your personal touch. But without the foundation, you cannot build a house. So that you need to have a strong foundation, which is your signature look.
That's great. And this is something anyone can do. That's the kind of thing that I was looking for. So I want to go back to you were saying enjoy being judged. Tell me more about that.
So we judge each other all the time. I mean, unconsciously or subconsciously. But that's how we wired. It doesn't. We not going to change. So if the case that you want to leverage that perception, so you want to look good all the time, and then when you know that you look good, then you will enjoy the moment. You will be more out there because you will get compliments all the time. You'll be enjoying the occasion. You are comfortable getting. So even though you don't do so much, people will driving towards to you because you look great, and then they will just keep complimenting you. You'll be feel more comfortable to take all the compliments, and then you enjoy the occasion then without doing any work because your look is actually going to do all the work for you. So you will be happy to be judged because they already know that how confident you are without you saying a word. They already know that you have a great potential, you're more capable, you're confident. So what else do you need? You all just need to enjoy the being judged.
And that's what we intuitively want, the positive judgment. But what about there's always going to be somebody in the corner, like who they think they are with that dress or those glasses? What a big phony. So there's that side of it too. I guess if you have that confidence, that doesn't enter in your mind.
But the thing is that we don't like everyone. It's the same for the other one too. So that you actually just need those people that who likes you. There's a billion people out there. Those billion people are not going to like you all the time. So you just focus on people who likes you, who think that you look cool, who think that you look great, and then who believe in you. When you focus on those people who like you, that's all that matters. Because what the people are your actually unofficial ambassador for you. They'll be spreading the word that how great you are. They will be sharing that how capable you are. And then they will tell people that, oh, you need to meet this guy. You meet this great person because they already believe in you. And then they're going to set their belief that you need to know, you need to work this person, that you need to get to know more of like he to work a whole work. So just focus on the people that who like you. If there's a people do not think that you look good or that you're confident, they're just not your people. You don't have to thinking about people who are not your people. You don't even have enough time to thinking about the people who like you.
That's right. There's too many people to worry about out there. What other advice do you have for people who are quieter, maybe the quiet leaders who you've worked with?
I believe that being quiet is actually superpower. There's so many people that like we all love to talk about ourselves. Actually, the word the favorite word that we want to hear is actually our name. We love to be called. We love to hear that someone call me by our name. But then being quiet but introvert, it gives you someone else that have a space that being heard, and then you are actually listen to what people talking about it, and so you get to know about the people so that you can actually do better things for them, become more capable. You actually the one that who has the answer for people talking about because you've been listening. So I think that show up looking great and then give the space for the others so that they can shine. But then eventually, what people will remember is that who there all the time looking great, and then be generous about sharing the space with others. So being introvert, being quiet is actually superpower because there's so many noise out there. Sometimes you need that silence, you need that stillness, you need that the quietness so that the people can really to talk to you because they know that you are the person that they can count on to.
I really like that. So, just to recap, bring it full circle, when you look good, when you work on the cover of the book, then you're opening up opportunities to connect with people and creating that space to be your authentic self. Because then you're there and you're connecting with people and you're serving people, you're enjoying the moment. It's all kind of a gateway to more connection, more enjoyment, and just more prosperity in your life.
Absolutely. And then you'll feel great. When you feel great, that you're more positive, you're more optimistic. And then also it shows how you make others feel about you and then themselves. We instantly know that who actually make you feel better. The people who feel confident, they let others feel confidence too. They're not just, oh, this is me, this is only me. They actually share the light with others because they are confident enough about themselves and that they want to help others feel the same.
I'm really glad that you're out there with this message and helping people because they're helping other people feel more confident and more comfortable in their lives. So, if people want to find out more about you and your work, where should they go?
Oh, they can reach me at styleconsult.com. So that's where they can connect with me. Or they can come to my LinkedIn. My LinkedIn is my main social media. So I'm really looking forward to helping you guys shine and feel
All right.
confident.
And we'll, meanwhile, we'll be working on our signature looks.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Anyone can really build their signature look. It just start from small one object that you like or that you like to wear or like to carry. So keep it simple. Build your foundation. Then find the one thing that you like, that or a tie or sock. Find something that make you feel comfortable. Looking good is not about being imposter. It's not about copying somebody. It's very easy to copy somebody because they look good. The thing is that we will never them. Will never. So just be you. And then once you be you, and then people really see that authenticity because we talked about this IA going to replace us or the IA actually going to do what we do. But these that it is unlimited resource and limited information just out there. The things about people is that we are limited. We are not unlimited resource. Limitation is actually make premium. The limitation is actually more valuable than ever. For being new, it doesn't cannot be replicated. Maybe people can try to replicate who you are, the what you do. The thing is that you are the only one out there. Only you can do what you can do. Or be you. And then looking good is the amplifying asset so that the people really see that how wonderful you are, just as you are.
That's a beautiful message, a beautiful place to end this. Thanks so much for being on the podcast today, Jen.
Thank you so much for having me.